everybody. I'm Terry Owens, and this is To the Point. Can you believe it? We're just a few days away from Thanksgiving and the joy that goes with it. But of course, not everyone will sit down to a feast during the holidays as people struggle with a tough economy. 1 in every 7 families has problems getting food or is going hungry. This comes as food donations are declining. So food banks and pantries are being more creative to feed people throughout the holidays. Our Roosevelt Leftwich with a story.
If they don't get anything else to eat,
If this were your pantry, for a family of 4, this is more than a year's worth of food. But if you're feeding hundreds of people in the Govans area like the folks at CARES, it's barely enough for 2 weeks.
And right now, we've already this year given out food to more families than we did all of last year.
People understand the need for families that are less fortunate, but the recession has made more people less fortunate. Unemployment at the end of last year was 7.2%. Now it's over 10. An average working family of 4 spends about $43 a week on food, but what the government calls food insecure families are only spending about $33 a week.
Unfortunately, our numbers have grown tremendously this year. We've seen about 40% more people across the board and are coming here for food, for assistance with utility payments, for assistance with avoiding an eviction.
At the Maryland Food Bank, it's barely a week before Thanksgiving, and they're not as busy as they'd like to be. Donations have been down all year, and the food bank is buying more food than it gets through generosity. But that hasn't slowed the need. Right now, there are about 437,000 Marylanders who need food assistance, and more than 200,000 are children.
With donations down, the food bank has had to be a little bit more creative about how it gets food out to folks. For example, a few months ago, they got so many green beans they didn't know what to do with them. So the Maryland Food Bank partnered with Hanover, who put the beans in cans. And now those beans have a shelf life.
The food bank will get an extra boost this weekend from Bruce Springsteen, who's chosen the food bank as a charity. Concertgoers are asked to bring in canned goods to help their neighbors.
We're very lucky, we're very grateful for Bruce, and it's a great opportunity for everyone that not only is involved in loving his music, but also the social issues that he supports.
But even with good corporate neighbors, and famous ones as well, to tackle hunger, you'll always need another plate at the table. In Baltimore, Roosevelt Leftwich, ABC 2 News.
Thanks, Rosie. Another one of the many organizations stepping up to help the less fortunate is WEAA 88.9 FM at Morgan State University. Here to tell us what they're doing is WEAA's LaDonna Smith. LaDonna, thanks so much for coming in this morning. Tell me, how did you guys decide on the organizations that you're going to help this year?
Well, we wanted to do something different. You know, a lot of people were doing one particular organization. So I decided that we didn't want to go with that one. Let's switch it out and let's go across 3 organizations. Let's help a women's organization. Let's help a men's shelter, men's organization. Let's help some, like, children. Let's help a children's organization. So we wanted to cross all boundaries.
We got a sense in Roosevelt's piece of the kind of need out there. What are you guys hearing?
Well, we're seeing that a lot of people have contacted us, a lot of the other organizations asking, you know, they're like, please pick us, because there's so many people that are coming to their doors. You know, so many shelters are requesting information, requesting food, requesting sheets and all types of things. So we've been seeing a lot of people coming in just off the streets needing our help.
Yeah, we report every day on the toll the economy is taking on a lot of people, and it almost becomes white noise, but this pain is real for an awful lot of people, isn't it?
It is, and the thing is, it's some people that we don't even expect. You know, some people that may appear to be okay, that may really need the help, and they don't want it broadcasted. You know, they don't want everyone to know their business, so they go to shelters, they go to food banks where they can be discreet.
Why is this the kind of effort that WEAA wants to get out in front of?
Because we are the voice of the community. And when we say that, we don't want it to just be where we're inside those walls of the studios and just, you know, sending out good music and good information and good news. We want to also be able to help people, you know, kind of bridge the gap between the broadcast industry and just the general community, our listeners.
So give me a sense of how your campaign is going to work. What are you going to be doing?
Wow, we're going to be setting up a tent at the WEA studios, and people can actually just pull up, drop off their items, food, clothing, toys, and then, you know, if they want to stick around with us, so be it. If not, go to work, go to, you know, shopping or whatever they have to do.
Oh, so this is not just this is not just about food. You're running the gamut here, huh?
Yeah, we're doing the whole spectrum. We're doing clothes, we're doing shoes, toys, we're doing, and the food, of course. So we're trying to help out in a lot of different areas.
Are you partnering with other organizations? How are you going to distribute all this stuff once you get it?
Well, we picked 3. We've picked the Children's Hospital at Sinai Hospital. We've picked a women's shelter called Turnaround Inc. And we also picked the Baltimore Rescue Mission, which is a men's shelter. So again, covering all bases and, kind of helping. We figured it would help more people, just in our opinion.
And so your on-air personalities will be on air all day, pumping
Yes.
out, encouraging people to come by?
Not only that, they'll actually be downstairs so people can actually see, the certain people that they listen to all the time. They can put a face with the name finally.
Are you going to be broadcasting live outside?
Well, we may do call-ins. We haven't really decided all the technical information yet, but we'll be there. Our on-air people will be there, promotional staff, the whole gamet's going to be there.
Now, is this a one-day event or is it going to run over a period of time?
Even though our official date is December 8th, if people want to come in earlier, drop it off at the studios, we'll take it. Anytime that, they want to bring it to us, we'll accept it up until December 8th because we want to have time to get it to the organization so they can do whatever they want to do. We don't want to control how they distribute it. We just want to get it to them.
And what about if a person just wants to roll up and drop off a check or something? Is that acceptable?
Yes. They can either make it to the organization or, tell us we want this to go to this organization. So we'll accept it. Money, food, clothes, toys, we'll take it all.
Well, it sounds like a tremendous effort. Let's put some information on the screen so that people who want to support the toy, clothing, and food drive at WEAA 88.9 will know how to do so. You see the date there, Tuesday, December 8th, 8 to 8. They're going to be on air pumping it out. I'm sure the days leading up to that, you're going to hear an awful lot about it as well. LaDonna, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Please keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, we will.
All right, we'll take a break here. Much more ahead on To The Point. When we come back, we're headed to the kitchen to whip up a non-traditional Thanksgiving meal. But up next, World AIDS Day. Stay with us. We're right back.